Hey there, my name's Brent Vanderswag. I'm the president of GutterExperts.com and founder of GutterCon, which is being held in just 28 days from now in Denver, Colorado. Leading up to GutterCon, I'll be doing a series of events where I'll be chatting with a variety of people in the gutter world, speakers who will be presenting at GutterCon, suppliers, and regular gutter guys just like you and me. We'll be talking about their businesses and how they play a role in today's gutter industry. So I'd like to introduce to you my guest for today. You probably all recognize Frank Heneghan from a previous interview with me, Connecticut Gutters. Dan Fitzgerald, Frank's business partner with a separate business that they work together on, GutterLeadR. Dan is the brains behind the operation. Sorry about that, Frank, but seriously, Frank can attest to the benefits of the system Dan's going to explain. So how are you guys doing today?
Doing all right, Brent. How are you?
Doing great, Brent.
Hey, good. So Frank, why don't you talk to us a little bit about GutterLeadR. GutterLeadR is a sponsor of GutterCon. Thank you very much, you guys. Tell us a little bit about GutterLeadR and maybe just kind of talk a little bit about Connecticut Gutters and how you got involved with Dan and, you know, the
Absolutely.
benefits. Yeah. Go ahead.
So GutterLeadR is actually a product. Dan and I have a few products together. We have a company called Peerless Partners, and with Peerless Partners, we've created the Lifetime Gutter Dealer Network. And that dealer network, a number of you out there have worked with us or are currently working with us or have met with us or dipped a toe in the water. But GutterLeadR is one of our products. And yeah, we're definitely going to, something we want to talk about today. GutterLeadR speaks exactly to the rain gutter contractor who is looking to jazz up their lead generation via search engine optimization. So we'll get into that. Dan is, going to even demo some of it and show you guys what it is, how it works. Many of you already know about it, but to give you the connection between Dan and I, again, you guys see my face or know who I am because I'm a gutter contractor. And I'm on the forums, a lot of the forums that Brent is communicating through and posting his videos on. And I'm also, I'm a businessman. I'm an entrepreneur. I own a few companies, a digital marketing company being one of them with Dan. But I also own a stormwater business. And I get into some, I'm 20 years in business. So I've gotten into some high level negotiations. Dan was a marketing executive for a $120 million a year dealer network, another dealer network in the basement finishing and sumps space. And Dan and I met 7 or 8 years ago in my negotiations with his then boss. And, I brought a big idea to the table in the rain gutter space, and Dan and I had rubbed elbows and we knew each other from another business networking environment, and we stayed in touch. And as things start to evolve, a lot of you guys out there I know are new in business, but when you start laying down layers and tracks and years and time in, you start building upon your business, and one thing grows into another. And that's how it went for me. And I grew to a point where the technology I was leveraging for my rain gutter business was a slam dunk to parlay it into my stormwater business and my roofing business. And so Dan and I, a light bulb went off, and Dan and I said, let's do this together. And, it was such a life-changing product and environment that Dan was able to put together, and we were working in collectively. It changed my business so much so I said, look, I have to own part of this. I need to be involved in this. Why don't we do this together? Because it's changed my business so much. I have to get close to it. I can't just be allocating dollars towards it. I want to understand the inner workings of this. I want to apply it to my other businesses. I want to share it with the world, first and foremost, the rain gutter world, because that's where I put most of my time in. And as some of you know, I still own and run Connecticut Gutter, right in Connecticut, in New England. And it's a multi-million-dollar business. It self-runs. I have great staff. thanks in part to the technology that Dan and I put together. So Dan no longer works for that entity. It's been years. He's on his own. He builds dealer networks, and he kind of took a shine to me. I think we both have hip replacements, and I think we bonded over hip replacements a few years ago. I think we're speaking our age here, but the short of it is Dan and I formed like Voltron, came together, put this business together in short order, and we've just continued to build upon it. So we're already out there in the gutter space. We're working with a lot of individuals. I think those that work with us understand, and those that know SEO and have never met us understand that SEO is a long game. It's not a overnight flip a switch, things happen. You know, like if you go to Home Advisor or Angie's List, you could flip a switch and you could start getting these shared leads. It's a long game, and it's part of your business strategy. It's like waking up and brushing your teeth. It's something you have to do every day, and you have to do it for a long period of time in order to benefit, net results. But you have to do it. That's the bottom line. If you don't do it, you're at the back of the food line. And so, that's how Dan and I met. Dan's a great guy. He is a Connecticut guy like me, but he picked himself up and went for better weather. He's down in Texas now. He's in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We miss him, but he travels a lot. I travel a lot, so we connect often. He has family members in Connecticut that I engage with here. Dan and I interface in multiple ways. But today we're talking about GutterLeadR. Dan's going to do a fantastic job of explaining what that product is, how it works, and how we feel about SEO. Take it away, Dan.
Just before you jump in there, Dan, I hate to give you too much time, Frank, because you just took up 10 fucking minutes.
Well,
But
I'm half Italian. I talk a lot. What can I tell you?
Good. All good.
how does Connecticut Gutters and GutterLeadR and Lifetime Gutter connect? Is Lifetime Gutter any connection here to GutterLeadR?
Yes. So basically, Connecticut Gutter is a client, right? So I happen to own both entities.
Okay.
But if I one day don't own one entity, that would become a client of ours. So
Okay.
we're a vendor to. I own one business with Dan that is a vendor to my
Gotcha.
other business.
Gotcha. Okay.
So just like any other gutter contractor that signs up with us, I
Yeah.
am a client just the same.
I could sign up with GutterLeadR, just like Connecticut Gutters did.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, gotcha. Well, hey, Dan, are you down? Where are you right now? Are you in Dallas right now?
Yep, I'm in DFW, Dallas, Fort Worth, and guys, it was 91 on Sunday, so we're enjoying it. We're already into spring. We're pushing summer here, so
Yeah,
it's
awesome.
beautiful. But that was a great segue, Bren, because here's what we've learned over the years is that we're lead generation, right? It's all about, that's the driving force of anybody's gutter business is we got to get into more homes. We got to meet more homeowners that have gutters and have issues. And we can do that in a number of ways. But what we came to realize in building these dealer networks is, and we expanded it, we eventually had 6 dealer networks, all home services, all dealing with the same type of concept where a homeowner has a need and we supply them with a solution. And that's the common denominator with everything we've done. So now we're focusing specifically on gutters and roofs. So what we realize is that, you generate the lead, however you get that lead, but then you've got to be able to capture the call. And then you've got to be able to sell the job, right? You've got to be able to lock them in. You want to then lock them into a maintenance program so you can get back in and clean the gutters so that whatever they need, you own that home. So there's a lot that goes into creating a successful gutter business. That's where Lifetime Gutter comes in. So the Lifetime Gutter network is more than just GutterLeadR. It's a whole training and communication and networking and relationship building with like-minded contractors. That's why we love GutterCon so much, because it ties perfectly into our philosophy. I mean, what you're building with GutterCon is really that's why we became sponsors right away, because it resonates with us. And it's something that we know the contractors need, and they're going to gain an awful lot from it. So we created Lifetime Gutter. GutterLeadR for us is our flagship product. So that's kind of how we define it. So what does that mean? Well, that's where our technology comes into play. And this technology, I'm going to show you just quickly. We don't have a lot of time today, but we'll have more time at GutterCon to be able to, get in and talk to everybody specifically about their own markets and how we can help. And here's the caveat to what I'm going to show you. We're the lowest price of entry. So we've got the best technology, the highest technology, but the lowest price of entry for a contractor to get in and have access to this level of sophistication. So I'll talk a little bit more about that before we end today. But so GutterLeadR is a way for us to generate leads through, like Frank says, SEO. So search engine optimization, right? It's Google. We have to figure out how we can impact Google so that Google perceives our pages on our sites, not just the home page, but our pages, multiple pages on our site, to be the ranking page for that particular keyword search for that particular area that they're searching from. And those two things, those are the key points I want to mention today. It's where is somebody searching from, and what service are they searching for? Those two pieces are the key.
Let me ask you this, Dan, because some of the guys out there may not really kind of get what you're saying.
Okay.
So what's the first step that, what is a gutter guy? Let's just take my business, for example. If I'm looking for more leads, what does GutterLeadR do for my company? I don't have to join the Lifetime Gutter network for this, do I?
Well, you automatically join. There's no fee. Yeah, there's no fee to be. We're not a franchise, so we don't charge fees for companies to be a part of us. So if you're a part of GutterLeadR, you're part of Lifetime Gutter.
Oh,
okay. So the way it works, and the answer to your question is, well, here's a good analogy. Let's say your corporate headquarters, where your office is. Let's say your office and your shop is in an area. It's probably not the most exclusive, most expensive, affluent area where you want to do most of your business, because it doesn't make a lot of sense to be spending that kind of money to have your shop there. So your shop is usually in another part of your territory that's
like
less expensive
area, for example.
right? So here's the thing: when the Google map shows the three businesses, they're taking it from where your business is located, not where you want to work, not your top towns, right, that you want to do business in. So my question for all contractors is, how do we get to rank number one in those towns, the towns that might be an hour from our office?
Okay,
right?
so a good example might be, well, we might want to work in 90210 in Beverly Hills, but we wouldn't have our shop in 90210.
You got it.
Exactly.
You got it. That's perfect. So what we've come up with is it's not the concept is not revolutionary. It's city pages. Now, many people have heard of city pages. Many web people have heard of city pages. City pages are proven to work. So what is a city page? Well, that's where we have specific content on a certain page that represents a town that the contractor works in. Okay, that sounds pretty simple, right? Well, Here's the key. The key is fresh, unique content coming into that page regularly. And here's the analogy I'll use. Google My Business, right? GMB. Everybody knows they have a GMB listing, right? You have to send the postcard in, to Google, and Google has to. You tell Google, and then Google sends the postcard to your address. You have to get it, send it back to show that yes, that is in fact your address, and then you have a GMB listing. Well, with GMB listings today, the same thing. You have to have unique content coming onto your GMB listing. It's optimization. They now allow you to optimize your GMB listing. This is new in the past, a little over a year. So all through 2021, this was big. This is what was happening through 2021. Well, now it's even more important to optimize your GMB listing. So adding this unique content is the key. Well, it's the same thing with city pages. So here's the challenge, and this is where we come in, and this is where GutterLeadR comes in. The challenge is, how do you get unique content, new content that you're putting on your GMB every month? How do you get that weekly onto your city page for the towns that you want to be in? So those towns, when we put this unique content on those pages, those towns rank. So we can outrank the competitors in a town that we don't even have our office in. That's a quickie synopsis, but that's the key. And if we have a little bit of time, I'll show you the platform and kind of show you what we do to get that content on. Because here's the thing, it's too expensive. You can't have a programmer, right? A web guy. You can't have your web guy put this content on your
theoretically
site.
you could, and that's what these guys don't understand is that, what are you going to hire the web guy to weekly update the site and upload content and make it look pretty and,
Too costly.
align stuff and,
Too costly. You can't afford it.
And
you're a web guy yourself.
The other thing is that a regular gutter guy just might have the idea, but how do you find that person to do all of that locally? Like, how do you find someone to do that for you?
And you're paying them, and you're not getting, you only get paid with leads, right? Generating leads is where you get paid from the website, right? If we don't generate leads, then we're an expense, right? We're not helping you grow. We're an expense. We're an anchor tugging you down as your web team. So our whole model is based on leads. So we get you leads, and the way we bill is on leads. We don't bill by the month. We bill by leads. So anybody that comes, Brent, and starts to work with GutterLeadR, becomes like a lifetime gutter contractor, they start off, there's $100 monthly. That's all there is. That's for the platform and the technology and the hosting and all the phone numbers, and we record every call. So that covers that, and we don't charge them anything else. So where can you work with the highest level of technology on a web team and not have to pay a monthly fee? You only pay for the leads that you get, and you start off slow, so your costs are low. So you have all these city pages optimized and set up, and your monthly expenditure is minimal. And as you grow, your monthly spend grows, which is how you want your marketing budget to be, right? Your marketing budget should be based on how much you're selling. So as you're selling more,
scale with you. It should scale with you. It shouldn't be this massive spend that's just going to break the bank and crush your pockets.
So what we tell our guys that come in is, look, we're not going to make any money at the beginning. we're not charging you. How you're paying is when you get a lead and you run that lead, you sell that job, you get paid, then the next month you pay for that lead. So it's a whole different model. It's a model designed for contractors to not have to risk anything. And it's a model for contractors to get involved and have a professional website that's going to generate leads, not just be this anchor, but it's going to actually generate leads for you. It's proven with all of our contractors, and they don't pay for it until later, until they get the leads later and as they grow. Now, eventually, they're going to be the number one contractor in their market. That's when we all make money, because now they're adding a crew, they're making, they're doing a lot of sales, they're making a lot of profit. We're getting paid by the lead as we go. So that's when it's symbiotic, and we all make out. But we designed it so that at the beginning, we're the least expensive point of entry into them having this level of sophistication in their internet marketing. That's GutterLeadR.
Yeah. So let me just ask you this, and maybe Frank, you need to take over here because you are the gutter guy. So,
Right.
A lot of guys don't pay for leads, like, and a lot of people, a lot of guys probably out there are like, I'm going to pay you to get me a job. Like, I mean, it all makes sense. Like, if you do all the work and you get a job and you just give it to a guy, like, it's gonna cost it, there's got to be a cost to that. But, explain a little bit about how Connecticut Gutters I know you and I have talked privately before, and you're like, I'll pay all day for
Yeah.
X number of dollars for that lead because I know, it's already a proven lead and I'm probably going to get the job. So
Well,
explain a
yeah.
little
So
bit about that from the gutter
two
perspective.
things. I mean, for one, it's definitely a trust fall. If you've never paid money for leads and you're a word of mouth guy, and I do hear a lot of people say, "Oh no, they word of mouth. We're second generation, or my trucks are pretty, and they see us on the road around town." Okay, all right. So if you want to step up your game and start generating more leads, you're going to need to pay for leads, and there's definitely a trust fall there where it's you have to trust the process, and you have to come out of your element a little bit to understand how it works and give it a shot and reach into your pocket to pay for leads. Now, in our case, you're not paying for leads until you have the lead and you have 30 days with that lead to sell it, do the job, make the profit, put the money in your pocket, and then turn around and pay us. So it's not, there really is no risk there. But to answer your question, you got to know your numbers, right? Let's all face it. When it comes to business, it's like a pizza pie, right? So there's the sale price of the job, and then you cut it up into eighths or sixteenths or whatever. One big slice is going to go to labor. One big slice is going to go to materials. One big slice is going to go to overhead, which might be your facility, your shop. If you have staff in that shop answering the phones, you got to pay them. You got to turn the lights on. You need gas in the trucks. So you have all of these moving parts and pieces and ongoing expenses to life and to the success of the company. That's common sense, right? But isn't marketing and advertising a slice? I mean, that's the one thing that gets me when guys just don't value that and don't cut a piece out in the pie for ongoing money to put back in the kitty for advertising and marketing.
But let me ask you this, Frank.
Yes.
I mean, at what point are you at that point? Like,
I think it's the breakthrough from like 800,000 to be like a multi-million dollar player.
Thank you.
It really is,
because like a guy doing a 2, 3, 4 under 500,000 a year. Like, I mean, is this their thing or no?
Well, here's the other thing, and there's all these layers to it. Once you start working with our program and have a nice website like we have with all of the various elements in that website, it puts you on another level. So, before that, you can't break through that $800,000 glass ceiling because you're you're neck and neck with your competitors, right? Everybody's vying for the same customers because nobody's the standout. The minute you put this together and you have my website has like 95 pages to it. I have about us. Each of my employees have their own page and, a headshot and a description on who they are and, what their dog's name is. It makes you stand out, and then you're getting more and better leads. It's not even just about more volume. It's better quality leads. People that only want you. They're not price shopping. They see you as the standout option and they want you. And so they'll pay up. I can't tell you how it's every day that we talk on. I have emails. I could show you millions of emails. Well, you guys are the most expensive option, but we really want you to do the job. So we're going to find the extra money. And that's the way I want to run my business. I want people to stretch to afford us, because there's only so much time in a day, and I can't change that time, but I could change how much I make in that time. So instead of doing a million jobs for the low rent price that everybody else is getting at $4 or $5 a foot, let me get $15 or $16 a foot. I might not have as much volume, but my customers are happy and my profits are sizable. So,
okay, Frank, we're gonna let Dan talk a little bit here.
Okay.
I'll
put on my mic.
We're gonna put Frank on mute, and Dan, you're gonna tell us what you're talking about.
Hey, I just wanted to make a comment on your on your inquiry, Bren, is that I think yes, the answer is yes for the little guy, because as I mentioned, anybody else that you're going to go to, I mean, what's a typical monthly cost for, a decent web maintenance program? Probably, $500 to $1,000 a month, somewhere in that range is what you typically pay to have a real professional company manage your website.
Well,
right? And
I'm going to
do
jump in
SEO.
here. I'm going to jump in here and say there's probably a lot of gutter guys out there that aren't paying anything. They're not doing anything. So when you say
Right.
500 to 1,000, that probably scares them a little bit.
Well, here's the thing: you can not do anything, but you don't have a website that's performing. And what I mean by that is generating leads and growing your business. You don't have to pay anything. In fact, you can go to Wix and make your own website for free. And you can have a website for free. But that's not the goal. The goal isn't to have a website. The goal is to have a digital marketing program that's generating leads for you, that's growing your business. See, where Frank and I come from, and when we first started this webinar, was that we were together in networks where we were building networks of contractors that were dominating their marketplaces. So what we learned in that process is that every source for leads, you have to maximize. Meaning every source, I want to get the most leads I can get from that source ongoing. It doesn't mean I'm going to have them all today, but it means my plan, my year plan, 2-year plan, 5-year plan is to continue to grow and dominate. Well, those sites that you're talking about, and there's no SEO involved in them, are not going to do that for them. So yes, you can have a site that doesn't cost you anything. You could pay somebody $200 to maintain it. But again, we're talking apples to oranges. It's not going to be a lead generator. In fact, if we have a contractor in your market, they're going to eat your lunch. That's the bottom line. So why I'm saying it's a fit is because we have it set up where even the small guy, the little guy that's paying nothing, can come in. And yeah, there's a fee to get your site rebuilt, because we're going to add all these city pages. Like Frank said, there's 90 pages, 95 pages or something on his site. I mean, the site that we work with our contractors is huge. So we're going to do that initially. There's a setup fee for that. But after that, that's their site too. They own that. So that's theirs. They're getting all of that. But after that, they don't pay anything for the month. $100 is all they pay for their month.
Why don't you show us
whatever leads come in.
Why don't you
Again, you want to show a couple of the contractor sites?
Yeah, so this is Connecticut Gutter. So I just wanted to show you because Frank was talking about it. So this is Connecticut Gutter site. Okay. So
Frank,
this is the level of
this picture of him hanging on the gutter there.
Yeah. Yeah. So the level of sophistication on our sites is superior. This is the key right here. Everybody gets a service area. And over on this side, you see all these towns. These are what I'm talking about. These are the city pages. So every single town in our contractor's service area has its own city page. Here's the difference, is that we don't have somebody go in and have to pay a programmer to add content to all these city pages. It's too costly. Nobody can do it. That's why you don't see people with a lot of city pages like our sites have. What we do is we have a platform that allows us to get content from the contractor, from their jobs that they go to, and get that onto these city pages instantly. And that's the silver bullet. So I want to just show you quick. How much time do we have left, Bren? Would you say?
I don't know, like 3 minutes.
Okay, let me go right to the platform. So this is what all of our contractors get. They get a login, a password, and they come in, they enter. This is their logo up here. And then they get all access to all these modules. This is what is $100 a month, plus the hosting, plus the call recording. So I want to show you how they track their leads. We click on this Lead Central.
Yep.
And right here, they get to see how many people called them. Okay. And then we get to see how many leads were generated.
Geez, I hope there's no gutter guys in Connecticut watching this.
And then over here, they get to see where the lead source is. So this is SEO. It means somebody that did a keyword search that didn't know the company. This is direct traffic. That means somebody did a keyword search and they did know the company's name. And incidentally, our contractors don't pay for any calls where they knew them. So when you say, oh, we're paying for leads, well, they don't have to worry because they choose what the leads are, not us.
And Dan,
Okay.
I'm just looking
Yep.
at this right now. To the left there, you can
Yep.
actually press a button and the play button and hear the phone conversation of the lead that came in.
Yeah, it doesn't play well over Zoom, we found, but yeah, absolutely. I listen
Yes.
to it all day long when I'm on the road.
Wow.
I kind of
Awesome.
just oversee what the activity in my office is.
So I just wanted to show you guys this because I want to show you that everything's tracked, everything's recorded, and you have access to all of this. And every one of these people are leads. So when I click on one of these guys, I get a permanent record of all their data and everything that happened on that call and every page they went to on the website. All of this stuff, you guys get this quickly. You log in the morning, you see who left the messages overnight. You can listen to your calls, listen to the recordings, you get back to them, and you can check how you're handling calls. You never miss a call because it's right here. And then, Bren, the last thing I wanted to show you before we leave, show everybody before we leave, is how we get the content from the job onto these city pages that allow us to get these city pages ranking where others can't. And this is really the silver bullet with our program. And they don't have to pay for it because it's all free, except for the $100 a month to be in the platform. And the rest of it's free unless you get a lead. So, and they pick the leads. They choose what their leads are based on, oh no, they didn't know me. Yes, somebody came in, they did a keyword search and they didn't know me. That's a lead. So we never have bad leads. In other words, the guys are never running bad leads. They're only running leads that they knew who they were. They didn't know them ahead of time. They did a search. They want their service. That's a lead. That's the only thing they pay for. So that's why I think it works for the little guys as well as the big guys. But here's what they do. They go to jobs. And I'll give you an example. So here's a job. So I can click on. Okay, so this is a photo gallery. I want a job. Hang on a second. Jobs. Okay, here's one. Oh, this is before and after. Let me show you before and after. So you get a good shot ahead of time, and then afterwards you get back there and maybe you did a full replacement and it was horrible falling off at the beginning, and then after your shot is gorgeous. So you come in here and you upload your before shot, your after shot, you name it, and then you write in here, why did they call you? What was the problem? And what did you propose? Right? That's all you put in here. And then over here, you select what service type it was.
What does it say right there, Dan? I can't quite read that.
This says gutter cleaning. That's the service type, but I have all the services that.
If you go down below where.
Oh, in here?
Right there. Yeah. What's that say?
This particular one says our gutter cleaning division was sent out to this client's home in Greenwich, Connecticut for a gutter cleaning. Our team thoroughly cleaned these gutters. So this was a gutter cleaning. So notice all those keywords: gutter cleaning division, Connecticut gutter cleaning, our team thoroughly cleaned. All of those keywords are optimized for Google. And every one of these, whether it's a before and after or a job or whatever it is, all of those are pre-optimized for Google. So what ends up happening is Google ends up seeing these terms that somebody else is searching for, and they see them from the town that they're searching from. So here's an example of a before, not a before, but just a jobs. Greenwich, Connecticut is where the town is. Why did the customer contact us? Oh, the client reached out for a gutter cleaning service. Okay, what solution did we provide? We provided a thorough gutter cleaning at an affordable price. So there you go, keywords: affordable price, gutter cleaning. Somebody's searching for, I'm looking for affordable gutter cleaning, and I'm in Greenwich, Connecticut. Well, this page, this content goes to that page, and then all these photos go to that page. So this is the whole thing, and I'll cut right to the chase and I'll show you what a page looks like before we break today. And this will really give you the understanding of how we're able
to take a peek at a couple other gutter contractors too, though. that we've done.
Okay, this is the Greenwich page. So this is a city page, guys. This is an example of a city page. So yeah, it's optimized for Greenwich, but unlike others that is only this and it becomes a static page, because city pages have to have unique content being added to them. So as I scroll down this page, oh, look at this, reviews. Yeah, we have a review program as part of this too, that gets automatic 5-star reviews onto your site and into Google. So here they are, the ones from Greenwich. So anything that's from Greenwich goes right to the Greenwich page. Those are all the reviews. Here's the completed jobs. There's that guy, Nestor K, we just looked at. Okay, completed jobs from Greenwich. Here's the before and after. Yep, that John Y, that's the guy we just looked at. So there's his before and after.
So Dan, just let me jump in here.
Yep.
So the content that your people are putting, well, I should say that, Frank, your people are putting on your regular what's the word I'm looking for? Your people are doing this content and it's automatically uploading to the internet, and everything
And
is
you have to
like
manually upload
automatically
it.
happening. That's the key,
Right.
right?
This is a simple interface. When you upload to the interface, it automatically publishes live on the website.
Okay, so what it's doing is it's automatically bringing everything into Google or Yahoo or wherever you're searching these days. All of this stuff is content
That's right.
Yes, that's right. Photos, descriptives,
automatically.
client names and
And
addresses,
that's the key.
reviews.
The key, Brent, is where they're searching from. That's the whole key, is where they're searching from, because everybody competes on an even playing field for regular search, not geo search. So let's get rid of the city page idea, right? Just a regular website that everybody has. Everybody competes evenly with those. What gives us the advantage is we have all these city pages, and this is how we get content to it, and the contractor doesn't pay. They don't have to pay for any of it. They don't have to pay a programmer. They don't have to pay a web guy. They don't have to pay anything.
Yeah.
So that's the key. That's why it works for even the little guy. And now we can beat the big guys because we've got content on our city page. It's like this Greenwich page is going to rank when somebody searches from Greenwich. It has, and picture this, imagine somebody from Greenwich landing on this page. Are they going to look at another contractor?
It's a done deal. It's a done deal.
It's done.
I get it.
So wanted to show you a couple other sites just to give you an idea of how we build our sites and what they look like. This is a big company. They're 10.
And what are they doing? What are they doing in dollars? I'm sure Mikey wouldn't mind you saying. I mean,
This is a $10 million plus company in down in Houston. So they're south of me.
Million?
10 million. They're
family
big.
run business too.
I gotta call this guy. What's his name?
Eldridge,
Mikey.
Mikey Eldridge.
Mikey?
Now,
I'm calling Mikey.
He's a character.
I'm calling him this week.
Now, he's involved in a lot of those groups, the high, the what are the visionary groups and all that, visionaries groups and all of those. So he's been around a while, and it's roofing too. It's not just gutters. So, so anyway, that's one. Here's another.
Well, that's probably important to say too. $10 million gutter company and a $10 million gutter and roofing company. That's a big
right. Oh, big, yeah. Big
Oh yeah.
I'm still
Yeah,
calling.
you gotta-
I'm still calling Mikey. Mikey, if you're
Well,
listening, I'm calling you this week.
Hey, a lot of guys do other things, right? A lot of guys have multiple services.
Yeah.
We work with multiple services. We worked with every home service in the industry. So we, whatever somebody is doing, we'll even do multiple sites for them because sometimes that's the best way. That's what we're doing with Eldridge. So here's another one. Now this is a gutter company. So Anglo-American, these guys are in the Panhandle. So beautiful, Destin and Pensacola, and they're in a gorgeous area. So this is another, example of, a site.
Something
Okay.
to note at the top there in the banner, the video banner, is that we're allowing them to leverage the lifetime gutter. That's our video. That's a video on one of my jobs, but the lifetime gutter brand name and logo. They leverage their business with that, and that's what you get the benefit of as a dealer in the network.
Here's another one. This is these guys are here in my backyard. They're in DFW, Dallas Fort Worth, and Sharp Seamless Gutters, and same thing. They're part of the network, so they get to leverage it as well.
So just so that I know,
Their shops.
if I join on, do I have to have Frank on my home page?
Mandate it. Yes, it's a requirement.
What we really want, and
Wow.
that we told all our guys, is we want to set up a video shoot for them to be hanging from a gutter. That's the idea. So we have Frank up here until they can do their
Fred,
video.
you better start getting your pull-ups in, because
I don't know if my gutter would hold me up.
But you notice, guys, how all the content is different. All this content, it varies. This is content from this company, right? So they all are unique. Here's their service area. Okay, here's their service map.
Gotcha.
So this is, everybody gets the same strategy, and they all get the city pages. They all get the technology. They all get the ability to dominate their location, and none of them pay until they get results. So it's, that's pretty much what I wanted to get across today. Brent, any other questions on what the program, how the program works?
There's a lot of stuff there, and it's hard to do that in a 30-minute, 40-minute, even 2-hour call.
That's why you got to get down to GutterCon
Yeah.
and sit down with us.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, that's why you got to come. So
I mean, we're not just doing GutterCon. We're going to be drinking beers there, and we're going to be watching concerts, and we're going to have some fun while we're there too. It's not all business,
What do we got going on the off hours there, Brent?
Hey, there's one thing I really want to push. I'm so excited about this because my son's coming with me, and he's a big hockey fan. We got a skybox
Wow.
for the final home game at Colorado.
Awesome.
Colorado,
Is that Thursday?
Thursday evening. It's before GutterCon, but it's the evening before GutterCon. It's Colorado against Nashville, and it's the final home game. It's going to be huge. It's a skybox. There's only 20 seats, so we're giving away. Actually,
I have one, please.
Well,
Count us in.
you can have one, but we're
I'll
giving
only
away.
throw a little
We're
bit of
giving away
popcorn.
5 tickets this week for guys
nice.
that are signing up for GutterCon. They have to sign up and pay, and we're giving away one every day. So actually, I'm doing
Oh,
the
great.
drawing here very shortly.
Very nice.
Well, we will have a lot of time. Anybody that does come, anybody that's on this call here in this webinar that does come to GutterCon, we'll have a lot of time to be able to spend with you guys and kind of go through. I have an evaluation that I do with your companies, and I know what questions to ask, and I can kind of help you to find out where the bottlenecks are and how to get you to the next level. And that's what Frank and I do. So, and that's all pro bono. We'll help you guys any way we can, and that's what we're all doing. That's what GutterCon's about, is to help everybody to get to the next level. And as sponsors, we're on board, whatever we can do. So yeah, looking forward to meeting you guys. So hopefully we'll see you in Denver.
Yes,
Awesome.
looking forward to it.
Well, thanks
Hope
so
all of
much
you
for your
attend
time
and
today, guys.
Say hello.
I think it was
Got
a great, a nice thing that you kind of explained here, and there's so much more to it. And hopefully, guys coming to GutterCon, they're gonna chat with you guys and see what it's all about. So
Thanks for having us again, Brent.
appreciate your
Appreciate it.
support, and we'll be chatting with you.
All right. Take care.
Take care, guys.
Okay, see you, Dan. See you, Frank.
See ya.